a little bit different. They each have little I don't know, what do you want to call it, hiccups or something?
Hiccups, finer details.
When you work with it, you kind of find out what you gotta be concerned about. But let's start with this one, for instance. All of them, this, you supply it with the glue, and you gotta go around with a quick, thin bead around the edge.
And it's not one of those things that more glue is going to do any better.
Right.
It's really a very powerful glue, and just a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you don't get too gunky, because then when you go to put the cardboard and the face together, it can be slipping out, and then that gets messy and hard to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of just the right amount of glue. My recommendation is...
What type of glue is that?
This is, and we'll supply you with everything. It's Loctite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my recommendation
You can get it when you go.
would be to have, you know, people that specifically are
Line up
gluers,
the back.
people that are specifically adding the backs, because when you try to do too many steps yourself, you're going to slow down.
What works best is you got a gluer and maybe two of the people doing backers, because glue goes quicker than putting the back on. So you got to line it up nice. You can shift it around and all. Like with this one, what we find is lining up the hairline at the bottom is probably best. Center it. And the white tape will supply you that too. It's just the right amount of stickum, so it's not like masking tape or something that'll tear up this cardboard backer. You can use it maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you've got to toss it. It's an white artist tape that we use.
And the glue sets up pretty fast, but you do have a little
You've
window
got like
of
5
time
minutes or something
to
like that if it was
mess
sitting
with it.
there. And what you do is kind of grab an edge and just use the tape to push it right to the edge. And you kind of jump back and forth to make sure it's centered on there good. And then you can flip it and use the tape. You can kind of pull the plastic a little to the edge or push it to the edge. But what you want is that cardboard backer to be a backer. You don't want to see it hanging out too much, but if it does peek out a little bit here and there, it's not the end of the world. You just don't want it to be the first thing you see, really.
Right.
And also you got the glue that sticks out, and we'll show you kind of what's acceptable. So I'm jumping around here.
Boundary sample.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jumping around here, just showing that the tape is a little bit of a craft project. Squeeze it nice and tight.
And it does give you a
And
little
it's got it pretty much
flexibility to
all the way
pull it,
around.
you know, and
Yeah.
you know, you can move it.
And then I'm going to walk over here. And what we've been using are these clamps. And after about 15 minutes or so, you can grab the clamps off the previous one because it's probably dried enough. And start, just hit it on spots that you can see, like here where it's lifted, just the way the vac form is. You can put the clamp down to make sure that that glue and cardboard connect really good. So on this one, it's this edge, particularly around the bottom, that you gotta watch. And this side is kind of curled and narrow, so throw some clamps on there too to make sure that it connects good.
And having really good light is very important, so you can see what you're doing. And enough light to take out some of the shadows that you cast.
You can kind of see where it's, see like here I could use a clamp. Grab these. These guys have been sitting here a while. And that looks pretty darn
Would you
good.
put one like here?
It couldn't hurt if you've got the extra clamps, and you know it looks like it's pretty well connected there. You know, you do give a quick look, and that looks pretty darn good. And just set it aside. And as you go, like I said, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes for the clamps to hold. You take the clamps off and let it be sitting there. But I'd say after about half an hour at least, you can then take it. The clamps are off it already because you probably already grabbed it on another one, and then you peel this tape up. And you want to go from the cardboard forward, because if you go the other way, you can tear up the cardboard. if I peel this way and go to the cardboard face, I'll tear it up. And just take this tape off. You can see what Jen's doing here. If it feels like it's still sticky, we reuse it. Try and get a little more life out of it. And it's also easier when it's already cut. It goes a lot faster to throw the tape on than tearing it off the roll.
Kind of like, you know, when you wrap presents, you kind of stash your tape on the side, and then you can go as you need it.
And then just drop it into the box. That's going to be pre-made.
And all the boxes are kind of, thinking of the word unisex, and that's totally the wrong word, but
For
all
of the
universal. Thank you.
Because we'll get them back here and stamp them, right?
Ah,
So the box is universal, and then the stamp is what lets us know who's what. And then in the 60s and 70s, this was very much